Disturbing new video appears to support some of the accusations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
We want to warn you that this video you're about to see is extremely graphic. The surveillance footage that was captured inside of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 allegedly shows Combs assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway. A now settled lawsuit filed by Ventura claimed that she was trying to leave the hotel after a drunken Combs punched her. The video appears to show Combs chasing her down the hall, throwing her to the ground, and then repeatedly kicking her. So far, there's been no comment from Combs or his attorney.
The feud between Sean Diddy Combs and Meek Mill just escalated to new heights. A shocking video has surfaced allegedly featuring the two rappers, and it's ignited a firestorm on social media. To make matters worse, Diddy's lawyer has weighed in, fueling even more controversy. This drama-filled saga has it all. Shocking accusations, scandalous rumors, and a healthy dose has only intensified the scrutiny. Notably, Meek Mill has been linked to Diddy's controversies before. Earlier this year, an explicit audio clip purportedly featuring the two surfaced online, tied to a lawsuit filed by Lil Rod accusing Diddy of misconduct.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again. Say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow. Can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No, I can't explain who the person was, but
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video is pornographic in nature.
Oh my. All right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, Diddy. And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes. This was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping, like they're being surreptitiously recorded it.
Mm-hmm. All right. I wanted to ask you about the police report we talked about, but when your client came out, obviously the neighbor knew. Did she talk to her family? Did she talk to her friends? Did she have another lawyer? Let's go back to your client.
So at the time, she, as most rape victims are, they feel a lot of shame.
Absolutely.
And they don't want to vocalize what happened to them because then it makes it real. So they kind of internalize it and get over it. Mm-hmm. And due to the high profile nature that it was Mr. Combs who did this, she was afraid for her life. She was concerned that if she was to come forward and say something, that no one would believe her, because we're talking about 2018 when Mr. Combs was still pretty much at the height of his career, still very much so an icon and influential figure. Mm-hmm. So
Meek Mill is fighting back against the allegations, dismissing them as a malicious smear campaign. He's insisting that the audio and potential video have been manipulated or created using AI technology. Meek believes there's a concerted effort to damage his reputation and mute his voice as a prominent black figure in hip-hop.
He's just a young girl from Northern California who's gonna believe that he had done something to her like this. So she didn't tell anybody. She did not hire an attorney. All she did was make the police report in the hopes that maybe the police would try to investigate and come up with anything. But she said she kind of felt from the police that they were disregarding what she was saying, even without saying Mr. Combs' name. So she didn't feel any confidence that revealing his name would have done anything.
Sure. I mean, but there's a police report.
Yeah.
I mean, that fact in of itself is a big deal, because when you're talking about going back in time and talking about these allegations from other alleged victims, you know, there's not a lot of police reports, but you guys actually have one. And is that going to be revealed? Are we going to be able to see it?
Yes, as soon as I file my lawsuit in civil court, I will be attaching the criminal complaint that was made. I'll attach the number so everyone can see that this is a real number and can go to the police department there and request their own copy of that police report that was made back in 2018.
Well, that's going to be a huge deal when it happens, obviously, so we want to follow up on that. Did Mr. Combs have any reaction? Do you know if he was interviewed? I mean, he was named in the police report?
I don't think so. Based on what she said, she really felt that the police were trying to bury this and disregard her claims and not really investigate, which is another reason why a lot of victims don't report these things to the police. We have to address the elephant in the room is that we have victims, especially women, who go to the police who are typically men who don't actually investigate these things. They victim blame, they victim shame, and women don't feel safe or even protected to even make these claims because they don't think they'll be taken seriously, nor will their claims be investigated.
Right. Well, your client should be proud of herself for filing that claim and making that call and going for help, because that's a huge deal. And of course, these are allegations. We want to say that. What was it like for you when you got this phone call, when you realized what you were going to be stepping into?
After talking to her, I just wanted to protect her. I just wanted to help her. She seemed as somebody very broken by this experience, and it was very concerning for me to hear her saying these things and expressing this very deep trauma associated with what happened to her. I just wanted to make sure that, number one, she was heard and we can get her voice to the masses, and maybe Mr. Combs will actually, like right now we're starting to see, will actually face some type of consequences for what he's done.
Diddy's attorney unleashed a fiery denial during a press conference, visibly shaken by the leaked video. The lawyer rejected the video's authenticity, claiming it was a deliberate sabotage attempt against Diddy. Although the attorney's outrage is justified, the emotional display has sparked more drama. Many wonder if this outburst is a diversion tactic or a genuine sign of concern about what's to come.
Columbus Short, the actor, recently did an interview where he said that Diddy called him and asked him to come to his hotel room at 2 a.m. He said, "Who's over there right now?" I said, "Oh, it's just me." And he said his wife was looking at him crazy and everything else like that. I don't necessarily see a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? If a mogul calls me to want to have a business meeting with me at 2 a.m. in his room, so what? I would do it.
I mean, we're men.
Yeah.
There better be some money out the deal.
Right.
Because if I get up at 2 a.m., I go over there, and he says, "I really like your jacket."
Make sure you wear your jacket when you come over.
That's the jacket. We gonna move some furniture. Where's the jacket? Then we were so wild, man. You know how it was.
Yeah,
You know,
I can imagine if you're a woman and a man asks you to come to her hotel room at 2 a.m. and you know you're a little unsure about, but if it's a man asking another man,
like I said,
I would do it. I wouldn't see a problem with it.
It better be some business. It better be some money.
Okay.
When I walk out there, it'd be like, "Oh man,
I mean, what's he gonna do? Hold me down and rape me in the room? Like
where's the jacket? Where's the jacket? Where's Trey Songz?
Well, but you know what's crazy? There's a new lawsuit accusing Diddy of sexual assault, whatever, from a man, and in the paperwork, it's implied that Meek Mill and Usher were somehow involved in this whole situation.
See, I don't know.
Did you ever see the picture though of Meek Mill and Puffy with matching outfits?
Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. Stop playing.
Hold on.
That ain't real.
That's real.
That ain't real.
It's real. There's multiple pictures from the same event.
With the head side like that. We wish we had Vlad's jacket, but
That's not my jacket, by the way. Although the colors are actually somewhat similar. It's kind of like the black and brown kind of. I'm just
that
saying.
is not a real picture,
It's
Vlad.
a real picture.
I think that's it can't be.
It's a real picture.
If that's the case, I have only experienced nothing but respect from Diddy. I've never.
Meek Mill has been openly sharing his frustrations about the toll these controversies are taking on him. On X, he voiced his annoyance about the alleged use of bots to spread false information. Meek claimed that his name was being manipulated and expressed his disdain, stating he wanted no part in it. To drive his point home, he even shared a screen recording of the relentless notifications he's been receiving, giving a glimpse into the online harassment he's facing.
At a weird moment, or it's just like so I see how people sue people because it's so easy.
Yeah.
All they got to do is say those keywords. Diddy offered me coke at 4 a.m. by the pool.
I'm suing. Yeah.
And you know what's fucked up is these people can sue, and you can't when they lose, because all it is a extortion.
Yeah, but listen, I've been sued and I've settled with people, and
that's the problem.
not because I was guilty, because it ultimately comes down
There is no
to a dollar amount.
Yes.
It's like, okay, I've
And
already.
that's what they know.
Yes, look, okay, they're suing me for $10 million.
Right.
Okay, so I've already spent $75,000 on legal fees.
Yep.
So I could go to court and spend another $150,000, or I could give them $75,000 and I'm out of it for $150 total, as opposed to $225 or $300 if I go to court and
you know what
win.
they're gonna say?
Because I can't sue them for my legal fees, and even if I could, they don't have the money to pay me back. So let me just give them the $75 and I'm done, and whatever. But then everyone's gonna still look at me like I'm guilty, but who gives a fuck?
Yes.
But that's what happens. That's what happens.
Yes.
And the problem is that a lot of times these lawsuits are by Jane Does or John Does. So
they want to get that. Once they hit that headline, Diddy sued. You hear what they said? By a male assistant.
Right.
He's fucking him in the ass and getting jackets from other people. That's why I'm like,
maybe he was wearing that jacket while he was doing the fucking. I don't know.
Take that. My special that we were talking about in 2000 was talking about when Diddy was first going to jail. I said, Diddy does not want to go to jail with a name like Puff Daddy. You don't want to be in jail. So I'm like, Puff Daddy,
Come here, Daddy.
this out. You don't want to go to jail with a name like Puff Daddy. It was something else. It was for the shooting.
The Shine shooting situation?
Yes, it was that time. It was like, you don't want to go to jail with no name like Puff Daddy.
Meek Mill continued to open up, sharing his personal story of rising from the streets of Philadelphia to achieving global fame. He highlighted the unique struggles he's faced as a black man in the public eye. Meek emphasized the weight of his voice, saying it's precisely because of his background and perspective that some people want to silence him. "I'm a true leader, born from the struggles of the streets," he declared. "My success isn't controlled by anyone but myself." Meek's words struck a chord, shedding light on the systemic challenges many black artists face when they gain widespread recognition.
Well, he said a Philly rapper. You understand? And it was redacted in the paperwork to that, because first of all, it had Meek Mills, it had Stevie J, they had redacted their names, and they had Usher, and they redacted their names and just said a performer of the Super Bowl and a Philly rapper. Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime two rappers or two people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion, listen here, man. My dudes in Philly, I got some real strong dudes in Philly. They don't play that shit. And they probably embarrassed for the fact to see that Meek Mills, one of the street guys that came out of there, got caught up in this Hollywood whereas that he's dressing like the same he dressing like Diddy, hugged up with Diddy. I think that Lil Rod know a lot of but I know this. Two men dress alike, it's just like two men laying down. When they both get up, they both homos. And that's real talk, bruh. My man, you go to a party, dog, and the nigga got the same shirt you got on, I'm taking my shirt off. I'm walking around in a t-shirt. And then, not to blow Meek Mills up out the water or anything like that, it was said that they checked his Google search and all the other and he was searching for some online gay porn and all that other like that.
Oh, wow.
That shit is crazy, bro. But listen, those are what, it's crazy that money, that lifestyle, and you trying to fit into something get you. These guys never set out to do all this shit. Meek Mills, when he got into the game, he didn't set out to be questioning about his manhood with Diddy. But he put himself in that position.
Not everyone is convinced by Meek Mill's side of the story. Critics suggest that his claims of a smear campaign might be a tactic to divert attention from the allegations. Some argue that Meek's defensive responses and dismissive comments, such as labeling the rumors unseen black ghetto kid stuff, don't help clear his name. Instead, they add fuel to the fire. As a result, fans and critics are left questioning, is this a larger conspiracy, or is there truth to the accusation is escalating rapidly? Diddy's arrest in September had already put the industry on high alert, and this latest twist has intensified the drama. The explicit audio tied to Lil Rod's lawsuit was damaging enough, but the emergence of a video takes the situation to new heights. If the video is confirmed authentic, the fallout for Diddy and possibly Meek Mill could have lasting consequences for their careers.
You ever heard of Gene Deal?
Yep, interviewed him.
Okay, so like Gene, like 14 years older than me, 15 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? But he was a probation officer. So he operated a little bit different. I was in the street full time, bro. You feel me? Like, I was outside in the field. So like, you would hear Gene say when they got a threat on their life, Diddy told him, I'm not trying to hear that shit, Gene. Because it's your job to be gangster. It's your job to get wild with people. That's what you're getting paid for. So when you see people like that coming out, it's because they know for a fact, like, it's things that's going on they don't agree with, but they not man enough to say, you know what, I'm not standing for this. So a lot of love me because if I see some guys doing something crazy to a female, hold on, boy, not in front of me. So that'll lead me to get like, oh, we ain't gonna hire him no more because he's not gonna allow this. So that's how like I ended up, like whenever Imana called me, I'm immediately coming because like he not on this strange shit y'all on. You know what I'm saying? That's why like if I don't want to say his name, I was telling the contract with him. Let me be careful here. Let me be careful here, man. Let me be careful because that stuff about Diddy real, bro.
Well, what do you think about the Meek Mill accusations?
Okay. Now, you know, I used to bodyguard Rocky Fresh, who was signed to Rose.
Yep.
All right. Now, Meek said he wouldn't do a song with Rocky because Rocky wasn't street. Right. So, little things that take place and people will expect certain things out of him. But now with some of this stuff's coming out, if you look at his body of work, it's been strange things in his history. So then, you know, you go on his Twitter page, you click on his likes, bro. You see things that he's liking. That's questionable.
Meek Mill has highlighted that allegations like these are familiar territory for successful black men in the industry. He tweeted, "We've seen this happen to every black man. The two things they say are snitching or being gay." Meek's statement speaks to a broader pattern of black artists being targeted with narratives designed to erode their success and credibility.
Would you come up in here with a matching shirt with me?
Hell no.
Hell no. Ace, would you pop out with a matching shirt with me, bro? Style. Put that on something. You gonna pop out with? No, boy, it's not going like that, bro. Would you let me call you daddy?
Hell no.
No, bro. I've been saying this for years. I say, man, these boys strange, bro. The things they into is strange. I've seen so much. I've seen a lot, bro. So like with him, look how he responded to the situation. Not one time did he come out and say these things are a lie. Did you see that?
Yep.
He didn't say that.
He didn't deny it.
No, he didn't deny nothing. Because if he deny it, what's finna come out? Footage.
You think Diddy has footage on Meek?
For sure. He got cameras through his whole crib. Every millionaire, billionaire I've been around, bro, they got, so I know what's going on. So if I go into the bathroom, I'm gonna cut the lights off, cut the flash on my phone, and look at the mirrors. If it's got that little hollow circle at the bottom, there's cameras in there. It's all, they're gonna be all through the crib. That's why most times I'm gonna chill in the car. Call me, text me if it's getting dangerous. I'm coming in demonstrating. Point blank, period. This the facts, bro. I've been saying it for years, bro. It's for years. That's why I stopped just going by myself. Because I be having my own money. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can't just tell me anything. So I'm like, okay, me and phone, I'm pulling up here. I'm not gonna pay for all your friends. The guys got cheese. We go to the club, we're gonna buy our own bottles. We gonna stand right here and make sure don't nothing happen. But when it comes to that camera stuff, people not denying it because they know they was there.
Meek Mill spoke about his personal boundaries, stating, "I'm from Philly. I don't do coke or freaky-ass Molly." He emphasized that his reputation precedes him, saying, "Nobody will even offer me coke because I'm that heavy." Meek's words convey a sense of defiance, but also frustration at constantly having to defend his character.